Good morning. Happy Sunday. I think hopefully I'm getting a good picture. So I just popped up, opened the hive, the one that was queenless, and I did find a new queen in there, which is great. Um, Looked like a virgin queen though, but she's getting around really well, and I still haven't seen any eggs. I maybe saw one. So, but there she is. I don't know if you see her. There she is. She's right there in the middle of the rack there, and it looks like she's looking for spaces to lay eggs. So as far as I can tell, I see some eggs being laid. They're pretty sporadic, so I'm not sure how good she got mated, but there is a few. There is a few eggs. And she's getting around okay. She's getting around okay, and there's a few eggs in there. As far as I can see, there's a few eggs. So hopefully she picks up and gets going. This hive is still on the sort of a little aggressive. It's gotten more aggressive over the this course of time. So I don't know if but they have really gotten more aggressive. I noticed. Um, it looks like they're back filling with honey and pollen. As far as I can tell, I don't see much. This is honey I put in from the other hive, so they're utilizing it. I do see like they had some swarm cells that they did hatch, so I'm hoping that one of them replaced. So I'm pretty sure that that one queen that I see in there is the one that replaced came back after a mating flight. So she is in there, and that's good. They are still a little feisty. I'm not sure if she's mated yet. It looks like she is, but I did see some brood. Did see some brood, not a lot of brood, but I did see some though. And then I have the brood that I moved over from last week, and it's all a lot of it's hatched out. Looks like there is a couple brood in there. It looks like there's larvae at the bottom of certain cells. I see like larva eggs. So I'll come back and check this hive again, maybe a week or two from now, see how they're doing. I think for now, I think I'm just gonna let them go and see how they go. Just let them go and see if they start building up good, or if the queen was just not a very good producer, egg layer. But can't tell for certain right now. Um, I do see some egg patterns. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not positive 100% if she's mated one good or not yet, and that would be left to see what kind of thing happens here. See what happens. Yeah, I still have a bunch of empty racks in here, so this is like really. Yeah, I'm just hoping she takes off. She is in there. She's moving around. Okay. I thought I just saw a hive beetle. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, the bees have gotten a little bit aggressive. Their temperament is definitely got more aggressive than that was usually in this hive. So the temperament is up there. It's yeah, I'm gonna close them up and go from there. I will be putting some substitute pollen in here, where I can see that there are lacking some. So this hive is pretty much, I did what I wanted to do. I got a queen in here, and that's what I wanted to do. Big hive, I'm not even going to open it. We know it's doing good. There's no need to open it at this time. I will be opening up, though, my other hive that all of a sudden it's gotten really strong. And before it was sort of on the weak side. It was like a medium strength. I always felt that this one was mixed with like a darker bee. It used to be a darker bee. Now it's more, yeah, because you can see they're more brown looking color now. It used to be really dark. So I'm assuming they crossed with one of my other hives here. Maybe replaced the queen. I noticed that there's a big spike in population in it, and that'd be nice to see what I got to deal with here. If there's a big spike in population or not. So far, it looks like I see a big spike in population. It looks like. Yeah, they still are a darker bee. They've always been fidgety, this one, but looks like there is a spike in population. I see some drones. I see quite a bit of drones in this one. But see what I can do here. First, we'll take off these oil traps here. I always have a bad tendency of spilling oil if I leave this on there. They are doing their job, though, as you can see. It needs to be cleaned out. I'll get to that in a little bit. I'll clean the hive beetles out of it. And the looks of it here, try to. This one's heavy. This rack's heavy. I think it must be honey in it. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to upset them or crunching the bees. So let's try to avoid it crunching the bees here. Not bad. There's quite a bit of honey in it. There's some hive beetles. I see a few. I should check my oil pan on this one, see how it's doing. If you see it. But, looks like there's some drones in here. I see lots of workers, some drones. I see a couple hive beetles running around. So far, not too bad. Kill off those hive beetles. There's a few I see. This hive seems like it's a lot more bees in it than the last time I checked it out. Before, it really lacked on bees. It seemed like it was really short. It had a queen in there, and they had replaced her 3 times. They replaced her. She was laying poorly. Then they replaced her again. And then they replaced her again a 3rd time. And it was just... Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know if it... The outside racks, though. See quite a bit of honey. See some drones. I see drones. I'm noticing I don't see. Oh no, I see it. Yeah, there's eggs inside there. So there's eggs. So there is a queen in here. If anybody wants to know what temperature it is out here, it's close to 70 degrees. So it's pretty warm out here. They're working pretty hard. I noticing they're doing a good job at working. So I noticed this one was working quite a bit better than I noticed it before. So that's why I wanted to check it out, see how it was doing. And it's doing way better than it was before. So I'm assuming that they got rid of the failing queen that was not doing so good and they replaced her themselves. Oh yeah, there you go. I see a brood pattern. That's a nice brood pattern. So this hive doesn't build up as fast as my other hives, but I see milk larvae and you see different stages of larvae here. There's even bigger ones, some drone larvae. This side, I did tear a little honey. They're not gonna like that. See quite a bit of drone larvae on this side, and yeah, I think that's good enough on this hive. I think it's doing good. Seems to be doing good. So this is a nice. This bee is slightly aggressive, but I noticed it holds up to the high beetles a lot better. This is one of the local strands of bees around here, I believe. It came from the forest and moved in, so I think it is a more of a local bee compared. But no, well, for up in my area, anyways. So this is I'm in a cooler climate, and this bee I think is more used to the cooler climate. The other two hives I got over there I bought, they're from a warmer climate down below, closer to the ocean. I'm at 2,400 feet above sea level, so I'm at a cooler climate. So some bees like it up here, some not so much. That's why it's so much. It's so good if you actually catch swarms in your area, set up swarm traps and catch swarms, because those bees will be more likely to survive in your area than trying to buy bees from, they're used to more of a warmer. They will do okay here, even though they're not like those other two. They're doing okay. It doesn't get that cold up here. Sometimes it gets down in the low, mid to low 50s. That's about as cold as it gets up here um, at this elevation I'm at. But I have noticed it come down to 54 degrees before. Might get a little cooler than that sometimes, but I believe it'd be rarely. And I'm gonna put this all back together already. I saw the milk grew. That's all a good pattern. That's good enough for me. I do see some hive beetles here though. I don't like. I don't like the hive beetle bit. Uh, but like I said, these bees are pretty good at it. They're good at um, getting rid of the hive beetles. You want to try to smoke them out, those hive beetles, but let's see if I can crunch some of them. Yeah, don't really have a little tool to get rid of them, so either I gotta squeeze them or to that, or the bees have to take care of them. And I do have peppermint oil in here. Um, that's more hive beetles than I normally see when I have that in here. So there is a few wandering about here. I think I've killed off what I can see mostly. There's a couple I can't get to. I don't have a thing to crunch them, so hopefully the bees get rid of the rest of them. So I want to slide this back in here without too much invasive into this hive. The bees don't like it. They won't like it. I know. They're probably pissed off that I'm busting up their hive. So I gotta trying to get down to that. So this, like say, I don't know if you can notice it. These racks were custom made. I put these spacers in between them. That was a drawback on these, but they work. I, for since, changed it to more of a commercial, with the wood down the sides and everything. But when I made these specifically straight with the tools I had, and I didn't have the tools specifically to like I just had a regular saw, and someone came out all crooked and not real nice. But I did straighten them out. It's not as nice as if you got when it's nicely made, and it's not as easy to work with because they're so off. They're actually a little bit taller than a normal rack, so then the box is actually also custom, so they would fit inside the box. And so that's why, if you notice it, that they're slightly off. They don't look like commercial. That's the reason. They're custom made. That was before I started getting better tools to make ones that are actually more like the commercial kind. Easier to work with that way. So I do plan to remove this box from this rack here. I plan to move it to a single rack like I have the rest, and trying to just get it to fit flat here. I plan to change it to a single stand so I can actually get to it a lot easier, work on it better. I plan to get rid of this tall kind, and maybe later keep nukes on here. So when I do have problems, I have a nuke to replace any failing queen or any of that sort. Yeah, so there is some hive beetles here. Looks pretty nasty back here. So yeah, so just scrape it clean, and then that's the drawback of oil, is that it's a mess, but it does get rid of pests pretty good, and that's what I'm looking for, is to get rid of the pests. Really trying to keep the pests away from my hive here, especially when it comes to hive beetles. So that's the goal. And I say it is a little slight mess with the oil, but yeah, I tried diatomaceous earth before. I've tried lime powder. Oh, I don't like that. Wax moth. Okay. And yeah, hopefully I don't have no wax moths in there. I didn't see any. I really hope I don't have any. I just saw one there. Probably hiding underneath trying to get in. So yeah, so we got it's nice. I did. So this box is doing really good. Um, yeah, before they were on the weak side, but they're on the strong side now. And my other box that I was worried about the queen, the queen finally came back. So and she started laying. So I'm pretty sure that hive is going to rebound. The big hive is it's been doing great. My long box has been doing good too. So, but I don't plan to open it today. I don't open this one as often. It's just like I wanted to just do their thing and not bug them too much. But it's doing great. You know, it's you can see the incoming traffic going in and out is big. I do see some drones out there once in a while flying about, and but I see a lot of workers bringing in pollen, so it's doing really good. So this hive is strong, and this is pretty much all I have. I only have 4 hives. I had 5. The 5th one, the queen failed, and I wasn't able to catch it soon enough to replace her. So yeah, that's the only thing. You got to keep an eye on your hives. If you start seeing low traffic on the front, you need to really check it and make sure there's no major problems inside. But other than that, everything else is doing great. Well, have a great Sunday. God bless.